Good evening and welcome to the Broadcaster Sportscast. Tonight, the Hershey girls basketball team goes up against Mifflin County. Hershey has yet to record a win while the Huskies are 11-8 overall and 8-5 in the league. I'm Rob Sterner alongside Maria Mrzowski. Well, Maria, this is going to be a tough battle for the Trojans. Last time they lost 77-26. What do you think Hershey can do to stay in this?
Well, Hershey has a small squad this year, and they're playing with just one senior after the injury to Katie Estover. They're also a very young team, with half the team made up of freshmen. Basketball is a game of skill, but also a game of mental toughness. They need to believe they have a shot, execute what they've been practicing, and not get down on themselves if they fall behind. It's easy to lose confidence when the other team goes on a scoring run, but basketball can be streaky with scoring, so it's important for the girls to keep driving to the basket, shooting, and playing tough defense. If you need shots or turnovers, there's also easy buckets and can quickly turn a game around. All in all, I hope we see some fight in the Trojans tonight.
All right, we've got the introductions.
Sophomore number 12, Maylin Hendrick. And sophomore number 15, Rodney Allen. Last year, coached by Aaron Hendrick, assisted by Brett Leeser and Dick Hendrick. And now for your Trojans, senior number 21, Olivia Howard. Junior number 2, Lauren Yazinski. Junior 24, Amani Rodriguez. Sophomore number 10, Lauren Richard. And sophomore number 12, Lydia Berry. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the play of our national anthem.
All right, we're just about ready for tip-off. Wait a moment here and see what squad Hershey puts out on the floor. So for the broadcaster here, we're kind of an experimental broadcast, so I'm going to talk to the booth here for a sec. Joey, can you boost the volume coming down to our headsets, please?
Okay. You mean for my voice?
No. From each other. We can't hear each other.
Okay.
And then turn your volume down too, please. All right. Mifflin County on the board with a three-pointer. Round to the top of the key. Drive and dish. Hershey attempts its own three, but is long. Rebound for Mifflin County and a foul. Mifflin County brings the ball up. Still keeping the ball well to the outside. They drain another three. Early 6-0 lead. Oh. Turnover ball. Mifflin brings it down. Turnover again. Bit of a scramble. Back out. Mifflin looks to settle things down a little bit. Off the pick. Out to the three-point line. Looks like Mifflin County is going for the early daggers here. What do you think, Maria?
Well, they definitely have some good shooting, so I'm not surprised that they've already attempted 3 threes in the first minute and 15 seconds of the game. Needless to say, they made 2 out of the 3.
Yeah. Hershey with a long three. Hershey's 0 for 2 on the three-pointers already. Quick on transition here, and Mifflin takes it. Easy layup. Early timeout here. Hershey down already, 8-0. So, seems like more what's been plaguing Hershey throughout the season here. Issues in transition. In previous games that the broadcasters covered, they had issues with the height of Milton Hershey because it's both a small squad numbers-wise and also height-wise. It's a little tough to combat that. So we'll see what Hershey can come out of the quick timeout with.
Yeah, it looks like the Huskies are pretty well matched size-wise to Hershey. So I don't think getting out-rebounded or out-muscled should be an issue that we see. That was a good drive by Amati.
Yeah, there's definitely opportunities here for Hershey to get out, move the ball around. But when you get beat off the dribble like that, well, that's 10-0 really early here. Hershey's got to put something on the board.
Another nice drive by Amati. Fouled on the attempt. She'll shoot 2.
Sinks the first one. Gets Hershey on the board. Clara Ruff checks in. Yazinski back to the bench. In and out. 10-1. As Mifflin brings it up. In, down in the post. Quick transition there in the play. 12-1.
It's good communication there by Lauren Richards, directing her teammate on making a good open cut.
Turnover ball.
Got to make a stop here on defense.
That's an N1. That's Amelia Leister at the line. from Mifflin County. It's a bit of a family affair for part of the team here. We've got a pair of sisters on the floor, and also some family members in the coaching staff from Mifflin County of the same Gingriches. Turnover and easy bucket there from Amelia Leister. Back out to Yazinski. Top of the key. Hershey seems to be struggling with the defensive rotations here, Maria. They're getting double teamed left and right.
I was just gonna say they're playing like a trap defense, and it's making our girls a little nervous.
Yeah. Just seems they can't seem to find an easy open shot where Mifflin County is able to, when it's on their end, they're able to move things around well enough that they are able to find the open shots, or at least move Hershey out of the way to get the open shot.
Yeah, Mifflin's making a lot of face cuts, and we seem to be getting caught behind them rather than cutting them off.
Yeah. There's nice movement there, but just no finish. Yeah, Amelia Leister seems to be cutting the Hershey defense open. That's her second kind of drive to the basket in transition here. Second time she's going to the line as well. Misses the first. That's Denise Gould checking in. And Amadi Rodriguez headed to the bench. She misses both.
Hard fought rebound secured by Hershey. Turnover on the.
It's just a little tough to watch here at times. They make one good play, they get the rebound off the two missed foul shots, and then they move it up court, and then they miscommunication, throw it to the other team. Round number 12, three-pointer, it's off the mark, out of bounds.
It's Hershey ball, and they're not pressuring in the backcourt. So let's see if we can make some plays here and get off a good shot. There's good movement from Hershey. We're just having some trouble making successful passes.
Yeah. Does seem that they're attempting to make the obvious pass, so it makes it easier for the defender to see, and they're kind of telegraphing the play, so they're able to jump it and deflect or steal the ball. Nice ball. Dribble to the left and sinks it there for Mercer Gingrich. Olivia Ober brings it up.
Hershey's going to take it out on the side. See what kind of out of bounds play they have.
Rough with a shot, but it missed. Out in quick transition, and easy basket there for Jace Cunningham. Excuse me, JC Cunningham. Long three, off the front of the rim, easy rebound for Cunningham. Mifflin brings it up. Hershey down 22-1 with 1:38 to go. The Hershey defense seems to be collapsing below the arc, so it makes it pretty easy for Mifflin to move it around the perimeter. Is that what you're seeing, Maria?
Yes, I was just thinking the same thing, that we look a little tired on defense, which is making us a little bit slower and allowing the Huskies here to be a little bit stronger and quicker with the ball. Make some quick, easy plays.
Deep three from number 10, Marissa Gingrich. So that's 25-1 here in the first quarter. Now where it's Hershey seems to be standing and looking.
Nice shot by Olivia Ober.
Yeah.
It was close.
Another basket there for number 3, Amelia Leister. 27-1, 20 seconds to go. Deflection here, scramble for the ball. Mifflin comes away with it. Quick on transition, down deep. Shot, miss, rebound. Out of bounds. Hershey looks like it's making some wholesale changes here.
Got some fresh legs. Hopefully we'll be able to play some fierce defense.
Yeah. Set the pick. Deep three, it misses. No rebound, but that's the quarter. 27-1 here. So what do you think, Maria? If you're the coach after a quarter like that, what message would you have for the players?
Well, I think it would be a mix of tactical advice, but also mental and emotional advice. Like I said earlier, this is a really mental game, and it's easy to get down on yourself and feel bad as a team when you're losing by 26 at the end of the first quarter. So reminding them of what they can do and that they have literally nothing to lose, that they've just got to play the game they know how to play and believe in themselves. That's kind of what I would say from an emotional standpoint. Tactically, we just need to be sharper on defense and be more patient on offense, wait for the easy pass. Don't forget about our bounce passes. That chest passes are easier to intercept. So just give them literally just 2 things tactically to focus on at a time so they can actually achieve them before, looking at other aspects of the game to improve.
So it's very much a teaching opportunity. Still
Absolutely.
learning how to master the game.
Yep.
It's top of the key. Mifflin here with the ball.
You see how Mifflin's making a lot of curl cuts. They're cutting to the low box very often. We've got to get our hands out in front of that and physically move the girl so she can't make that cut. But we don't seem to be doing that enough.
Rebound from Perry and a 3 that's off the mark from Yazinski. Yeah, it looked a little bit more like what we're expecting Hershey to do. Get a rebound, move the ball up the floor, get a nice open shot, even though it missed, but at least you gave yourself the opportunity.
Yeah, and I bet if she shoots that shot again, she'll make it. Might have just been a little excited.
Yeah. So down deep, not really blocking out. Mifflin gets it out of the double team, top of the key, and rotates it around pretty quickly. Off the dribble, taken on the double team and gets fouled. That's number 4, J.C. Cunningham, going to the line. She misses the first. And the second is in and out, but rebounded by Mifflin. And it's out of bounds. Number 14, Tressie Bender, couldn't secure it for Mifflin. So Hershey brings it up. Nice bounce.
Nice cut.
We have their, okay, foul by Mifflin.
Nice aggressive move by Amadi Rodriguez, and she goes to the line for 2.
And it was like you were saying, a nice bounce pass to her, some movement, make Mifflin County make a defensive play, and you get a foul out of it. She missed the first. Misses the second. Rebound to Mifflin. So 27-1 here. Mifflin handily in charge of the game here. Back to the top of the key. Mifflin with lots of ball movement. Number 30 with a shot. Off the mark. Rebound to Yazinski. She brings it up. Out to number 10, Lauren Richards. And out of bounds. She makes a good play to so it's been a rough go this season. The just some statistics for the team. Oh, we got a bit of seems like we got a foul. That's okay. So on the scoring front here, Mifflin County, they're 11-8.
Great shot by Lauren Richards. See, she can shoot. When she relaxes, she can really hit her outside shots. Same with Lauren Yazinski and Olivia Ober.
Now getting a bit more pressure on the ball. We'll get back to the statistics in a moment. Turnover there. Hershey bringing it up. Mahdi looking for somebody.
So here's the opportunity for Hershey to take control of the game a little bit more. You make a few good plays back to back to back, and it can change your entire mindset.
Yeah, you start feeling confident.
So Lauren used her body really nicely right there to literally shield the ball from the other girl,
Especially
and was able to maintain possession.
Especially as the other girl for Mifflin County there was taller and seems bigger than her. So that's the scrappy kind of, in the previous game we did when they were playing against Milton Hershey, when they looked really good is when they had that kind of scrappy, tenacious defense that they weren't going to give up and then keep attacking the ball when it was a scramble, and they kind of came up with some good plays. So
yeah,
we're up to 27-5.
Well, and Mifflin County's in the bonus. So every time they foul, we get either a 1-and-1, or soon it will be 2 shots at the foul line. So it looks like Hershey's feeling a little bit better now than they were first quarter. I see them playing better.
And they seem to be pressing on defense a little more, getting closer to whoever has the ball and making them work for it. Here we got a turnover. Out to Lauren Richards.
Oh, nice move.
Breakaway. But
another foul.
Fast break and a foul.
1-and-1. Got Amadi at the foul line.
So you get a bit more of that, and you start getting Mifflin County looking in the rearview mirror a little bit. Maybe they get the yips a little bit, and then kind of get yourself back into the game.
Well, that's the other part of the emotional game. You know, you try to put the pressure on the other team. Two for two there.
Yeah, 27-8. Hershey climbing back into this at least a little bit. It's nice to see some fight out of the team.
I attribute that to our defense. That's
Yazinski
another
with
steal.
some real pressure.
That was good ball
Shot
movement.
from the wing.
Nice open shot.
Get the rebound.
Missed, but we maintained possession.
Oh, I think she
maybe
stepped
out of bounds.
Yeah.
Timeout, Hershey.
So in our previous broadcast, this is what I was saying. It was this looks like Hershey basketball. Some attacking, some tenacity, pressure on defense.
And one thing in my experience with Hershey basketball is we never give up the fight. Regardless of how far we're down or how defeated we may feel, we always play until the very end. And it's still really early in the game, but
yeah,
being down 27-1, they're not playing like they've already lost.
Well, we've gone a couple minutes now with Mifflin County not scoring, so Hershey's defense is definitely stepping up. Those open shots are going away from Mifflin. Make it a lot tougher. It asks a lot of your team physically as well, doesn't it? Because we've got Hershey has a relatively short bench to kind of draw on.
Yes.
So there's a potential that, let's say Hershey does really climb back into this, you could end up wearing your first team out so much that you can't kind of complete the win. So drive and a miss there. Mifflin brings it up, sets up a three, and it's the first points in a while there for Mifflin, 30-8. That's number 10, Marissa Gingrich.
I could have missed one, but I think that's her third three.
She seems to look for that shot at that spot.
Mm-hmm. Most good three-point shooters have their spot.
Yeah. It seems the way Hershey's playing defense, they don't really need, Mifflin doesn't really need to like set a pick to get her open at that spot. Oh, turnover ball, some scramble from Hershey. Lauren Richards brings it up. Scramble again, a jump ball. And a possession arrow goes to Hershey. So Richards to inbound. See what Hershey draws up. Oh. Travel there from Amati. Leicester inbounds it to Marissa Gingrich. Around the side there. There's a two-pointer from Gingrich. Yazinski brings it up, directing some traffic. Seems like the movement slowed down a little bit from Hershey. Loose pass there from Lauren Richards. Looks like she was looking for Olivia Ober there. Round to the wing, in deep, and drive. That's 2 points from Amanda Leicester. She's a really good job, it seems, Maria, at making those deep cuts, getting herself open, and then also finishing at the end of it or drawing the foul.
Yes, and that is something that takes practice because you can make that cut, but to be able to catch the ball, look up with pressure, and still make it requires a lot of practice and confidence.
Inbounds to Richards through the double team.
Maddie draws another foul. And she's at the foul line.
She's got 1:54 left in the second quarter. She misses it. Rebound to Mifflin County. They bring it up. Nobody closes the ball out. Mendeleister walks right through the Hershey defense. It's 36-8. Looks like Hershey's kind of cooled off, maybe gotten a little tired here. Nice pass there. Good finish from Lauren Richards. Steals it and
steal.
Gets another. Pressure on the ball. Looks like a foul, perhaps. No, out of bounds. That's more like it. Attacking, tenacious kind of defense.
Yeah, Lauren Richards taking over the game all by herself. Let's start it with that pass from Lauren Yazinski.
Yeah, sometimes a certain amount of aggression and anger is kind of necessary. You get
Great
ticked
shot
off
from
at
McKenna
losing.
Felix.
Yeah. You flip the switch. May have to see if Mifflin County is going to get ticked off and angry or how they're going to react. Deep three-pointer off the rim.
Short.
Looks like we had a foul down low. Looks like the referee was cautioning somebody on the Hershey bench. I don't know if there was a comment or something. Oh, at 36-14 and 58 seconds left. Rodriguez sinks the first one. Joey, can you turn your mic down, please? And she sinks the second one. So Hershey climbing a little bit back into it. Only down by 20 right now. So technical foul on Hershey's head coach. Coach was perhaps disagreeing with some of the calls from the head referee. So first of the two technicals from Merska Gingrich. And she sinks them both. (38-16), 49.3 to go. Out to the wing, deep three-pointer, and out of bounds.
Got some backcourt pressure from Mifflin, but Hershey breaks it pretty easily and almost scores. Now they're back on defense. See if they can get a stop.
Three-pointer off the rim. Out of bounds, Hershey ball. Yeah. 38-16, 20 seconds to go.
Again, breaks the press, turns the ball over. I think they're...
Mifflin bring it up, driving into a double team and over the defense. That's 40-16.
Get the shot.
Shots away, off the rim, but no good. It's a tough half for Hershey.
Pretty close. I almost thought it was
40-16.
Go in. Oh, yeah.
They climbed back into it a bit, but then kind of eased off yet again. So, Maria, what actually is working here for Hershey? What can they lean on and try to do more of in the second half? What do you think?
Well, you can really pick up on their fire and their intensity and their desire to do well and to fight in this game. And we see little pockets of it, like with what happened with Lauren Richards. She gets this really great pass from Lauren Yazinski, and then she intercepts the inbounds and gets a quick layup, and then she forces another turnover all within like 15 seconds. And that's fun basketball. And that has her feeling really, really good, right? So then there are a couple back and forths where Mifflin just takes control again. But, you know, Hershey is a young and inexperienced team. They've really got to capitalize on those moments where they shine and when they do really successful things. So, like if I were in that locker room with them, I'd point out some of those things and remind them what they're capable of, and to tell them to have some patience with themselves and just keep working really hard. And remember that, you know, this game is fun. Allow it to be fun and focus on the positives.
Yeah, it definitely seems like there are some times when the intensity is higher, the tempo is higher, and they're attacking on defense, moving the ball well on offense, not making silly mistakes and mental mistakes where they're throwing it out of bounds or making the obvious pass at times. So,
yeah, and I think a lot of that comes down to inexperience. You know, just they need to hone some of their skills on making that quick pass or seeing the open girl just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, I think there's some of those fundamentals of moving well off the ball, looking for the bounce passes, being able to get on offense, imposing your will on the other team, setting things up for your best shooters.
Yes, that also takes playing together for a long time. And with half of this team being freshmen who were playing middle school at this time last year, whereas, you know, you have the rest of the team, which is sophomores, juniors, and seniors, who were playing against some of the seniors that are now playing in college. That's such a huge disparity, and it's hard to learn how to play together and to not get frustrated by, you know, silly mistakes or things that miscommunications on the court that result in turnovers.
Yeah, and then for your leaders, you got to make sure you're not trying to take over the game yourself. It's going to be a tough thing to try to do too much. And just, like you said, just relax into it and have fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
the Hershey's not been dealt too many great cards this year, but, you know, every team has their rebuilding year, and it sometimes takes this to really teach you, you know, what you want to go for, and gives you renewed focus for building in the next coming years to become a really great team. If these freshmen all stick together, they're going to be a really strong, powerful, like, group of six by the time they're seniors, and they'll look back on this and be like, oh my gosh, remember how many times we threw the ball away, or how we feel like we were just kind of thrown into the varsity level. And sometimes that can be its best teacher, forcing you to play above your level.
Yeah. It's just tough right now to live through.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah.
And we've all been a part of a team where you're just frustrated because you feel like you're just not getting what you want. You know, you're not hitting the right shots. You're not having the success that you were hoping for. And it's tough, and this is what they'll realize later. It's all learning experience.
Yeah. All right, we're going to do a couple shout-outs now. As I said, the broadcaster or sportscast here this is our kind of experimental year. We're testing new equipment, learning how to broadcast all of this, both as play-by-play, color, and the folks behind the camera. So if you're interested in supporting the Hershey broadcaster through a one-time or continuing donation, a sponsorship arrangement, or advertising on our live stream, Your support would help maintain journalism students at Hershey High School, help them grow their 21st century skills, and bring more sporting events like this to you each season. I'm the advisor of the broadcaster, and I can tell you, at the moment, we're broadcasting on equipment I've scrounged and cobbled together. Even a little financial support could really help take these broadcasts to the next level with more reliable and professional equipment. What we're doing here tonight is not actually part of our regular curriculum. The journalism classes are an English class, and that's writing focused. This is something completely supplemental that I've cooked up in collaboration with a couple of the students. So if you're interested in something like this and a sponsorship, you can call the high school and ask for me. I'm Rob Sterner. Or you can email me directly at the high school here at rsterner, that's R-S-T-E-R-N-E-R, at hershey.k12.pa.us. And as an example of one of the ways that you could sponsor us and we could give a little bit of a shout out to a local business or organization, I have two examples here. One's for the Trojan Trading Post, the school store. Since 2009, the Trojan Trading Post has been the go-to place for all your Hershey High School spirit wear. From hats and pajamas to t-shirts and sweatshirts, the Trojan Trading Post has it all. 100% of the profit from the Trojan Trading Post goes towards the Trojan Trading Post Scholarship Fund, which is given to an HHS senior pursuing business at the college level. Over $15,000 in scholarships has been awarded to date, so you can check them out at trojantradingpost.com. And the other shout out I'd like to do before we get into the second half is for Cocoa Packs. It's not something you think of would be a problem in our community. Food insecurity. After all, this is the home of Hershey chocolate. We've got the Penn State Medical Center. But food insecurity is a real issue facing many families in our community. And in tonight's nonprofit shout out, I want to give a shout out to the Cocoa Packs. Each week, Cocoa Packs distributes food and helps support more than 1,300 children across 18 school districts, 52 weeks a year. You can visit their website at cocopacks.org or buy tickets online for their Heart for Hunger event, which is coming up February 18th at the Hotel Hershey. Tickets are on sale now. Joe. Yes. Yep. Joey, you turn the volume the other way. You were like really too loud. So for some of the stats this season, Mifflin County has generally outscored their opposition. They average about 48 points a game, and they're most of the way there at 40 points right now. Their opponents have averaged 42 points against them. Now for Hershey, it's a bit of a bleaker picture. They average only 25 points a game, so it's kind of nice. They're at 16 already, so they're on pace to get well past that. The problem is on the defensive side, they average giving up 55 points a game. So it's 25 points for 55 points a game. You're not going to win a lot of games with those kind of ratios, are you, Maria?
No, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Mr. Nestor stopping by the booth over here to harass us.
We would love to hear his commentary on the game, but we're not sure we should allow him to do it.
So coach is giving the final instructions before the second half. Yes.
And what is this NFH and not
It's just us. Okay. Just the Hershey.
We got an official down here asking us some questions, so pardon us for a moment.
The Hershey school newspaper.
So if somebody wanted to come on and watch this, how do they
It's on
get
YouTube.
Sorry, couldn't remember the word.
Sorry about that, folks. We got some interest from the referees even. They, I imagine a referee might even want to watch some of the footage of themselves, see what they missed, see what they didn't. I'm sure the Hershey coach would have a couple things to point out to him. But
I'm sure more than just a few.
Mifflin County with the ball. Will drive into the lane. Rebound for Hershey. We'll see if Hershey switches anything up.
Looks like Hershey's moving pretty quickly on offense. Lose the ball.
Turnover quickly up.
Ooh.
Hard defensive play. Is there a foul against Rodriguez?
Her first. Oh, her second.
Leister goes to the line. Hershey coach urging his players to box out. Misses second. Hershey does rebound. And loose pass from Lauren Richards. Mifflin County brings it up. Three-pointer from the top of the key is off. Rodriguez brings it up after the rebound. Nearly dribbles into a double team. Drive and dish. In and out. Good rebound, but ripped away. Leister was just stronger on the ball. Drive and dish from Mifflin out to the three-point line and drains it. So it's Marissa Gingrich passing to her sister, Malin Gingrich, that sunk that one, excuse me. Three-pointer off the mark from Hershey. Rebound.
Out-muscled again on the rebound. I'd like to see Hershey get some fire in their rebounds and just rip it.
Interception there from Richards, getting in the way of the fast break pass. It looks like it was a foul there in transition. Yasinski to bring it in. Little shake and drive, but it was a good move, but missed the shot. Leister breaking through everybody, gets the easy basket. She seems to be making a habit of that this game. Hershey with a rebound, 2 points there for Rodriguez. Three-pointer right back at it from Mifflin.
I think that was the same spot she just hit the previous three.
Yeah. Looks like the center of the defense seems to be opening up.
Yeah, that was a nice hard drive by Lauren Yasinski.
Yeah.
Let's hope she sinks this foul shot.
Yeah, Yasinski and Richards on the previous play, Richards was able to slip inside and get a pass, and it seems like right in the lane is open. Seems like Mifflin's defense is kind of stretched out to the outside, so if you can get a good cut in there, they can get something going. It's 48-21. 5:21 left to go. Drive to the basket and a foul. Marissa Gingrich for Mifflin County. J.C. Cunningham checking in for Mifflin County. Yasinski over talking to the Hershey head coach, get some instructions. Gingrich sinks the basket. Richards brings it up. Round to the top of the key. Deep shot. Mifflin rebound. No luck there for Yasinski.
So we are now in the running clock with Hershey being down by 30.
Yeah, 54-21. There we go, open in the lane. Nice deep interior passing there to Rodriguez with the basket. Cunningham makes the move. Rodriguez digs it out, gets it to Hershey. Leister intercepts and brings it up. Nobody steps out to defend. She takes the easy jumper and sinks it. 56-23 here for Mifflin. Richards looking for Carlson down low. Back the other way really quickly. Cunningham with the easy basket. Deep three,
Oh, nice
sinks
shot.
it. Lauren Richards with the three-pointer. That's 58-26. Still with the running clock. Hershey with a little bit more fight in the belly now. Yazinski with the pressure. Cunningham makes the move, drives to the basket, sinks it. Cunningham there broke the double team that stepped out to her. Nice pass, but a wild shot there from Yazinski. You can see she's kind of talking to herself a little bit. She knew she had the opportunity there. Just rushed it. Deep inbounds pass to Rodriguez. She finds a little space and gets the basket. 60-28. Two-pointer out on the wing. Rebound to Hershey. Yazinski brings it up to Richards.
Oh, way to find the girl underneath.
It gets blocked. McKenna Felix had it deep, just took a little bit too long. Was able to open the door for the Mifflin defense to come in and block it out of bounds. It was definitely a good pass. Short off the front of the rim and out of bounds.
Hershey gets another try.
So Hershey moving the ball around, looking for their opportunity.
Against a zone defense like this, you've got to find the gaps and cut to them.
Yeah.
If you are too stationary, then it's easy to guard. A way to get a hand on it. Lauren Yazinski to Lauren Richards. Pushing the ball up. Easy layup. And
Layup
one.
and the foul. It's just a programming note here for the Hershey boys basketball team. They have a game on Tuesday, but the next one for the Hershey broadcaster will be broadcasting the varsity bocce match on Wednesday at 3:30, and then the boys basketball game on Thursday at 7 p.m. That's next up for us. You can find us on our YouTube channel, and it will also be posted on the broadcaster's Facebook as well as the Derry Township School District Facebook page. Deep pass in there, brings it back out. Seems like the Mifflin coach is getting them to work on their patience, and ball movement. Yazinski seems to be bringing a lot more pressure, making it more difficult for the other team's guards. And at the end of three, it's 60-30. Taking a look back at Hershey's previous games, they've scored 38 points twice, but their highest thus far this season was their second game during a preseason non-conference game. They scored 44 against Garden Spot. So we'll have to see how they do here. I would say it's 60-30, Maria. The game's probably pretty much out of reach, but as you said, it's a every game's a chance to learn some more. They definitely seem, compared to the last game we saw early in the season, when they got down, they are much more composed. We were,
Oh.
well, the last one we broadcast was the Milton Hershey game.
Oh, okay.
That was the last one I saw. And they seem much more composed when things start going wrong, that they're able to kind of get themselves back in a more attacking mood. It definitely seems like if we could erase that first quarter, I mean, think about it. You take 27 points off the board for them, 1 point off the board for us. This is a much, much closer game.
Absolutely. I mean, we just scored 14 points in the last quarter.
Nice three-pointer there. Nice deep shot there from Olivia Ober. Deep shot in and answer there from Marissa Gingrich. That seems to be her spot just to the right of the top of the arc. Zinski moving things around.
Oh, another miscommunication and turnover.
Off the hands of Lydia Perry. Good little bit of a scramble defense to keep Mifflin from getting an easy kind of breakaway and up the court here. So Hershey's definitely, if you could erase the first quarter, making more of a game of it, which is kind of unfortunate. But I suppose that's something that happens with young teams, that you're nervous, you're anxious, maybe you're not comfortable in the game, and then the other team, because they are comfortable with each other, are able to pounce. And, you know, next thing you know, you're down 15, 16, 18, 20 points before you can really get going.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I mean, I've coached teams that haven't hit their stride until the third quarter or even the end of the third quarter, and then it's the fourth quarter, and they wish they had another quarter to play. Like, it took them too long to get in the zone, per se.
Deep three-pointer there from Riley Rutherford. So Mifflin seems to be bringing a few more players off the bench. And they're certainly not stepping off the gas here, as Madi Rodriguez draws the foul. 66-33 with 6:44 to go. Sinks the first one. And the second as well. Does not appear the scoreboard's working quite right.
You know, the one thing I'm not really hearing a whole lot of on either side of the court defensively is talking and communication. I hear Lydia Perry talking, but I haven't noticed it much this game until now, which tells me that neither team is really communicating that well defensively.
Yeah. Especially when there's a pick or somebody moves. You could hear her there. She got beat and called for help. J.C. Cunningham at the line. Seems like Cunningham's length has kind of given Hershey some trouble. They step to her when she has the ball, thinking she's going to make a shot, and a lot of times she'll make a little move and then attack the basket. She seems to really want to attack the basket quite a lot.
Well, she is the tallest one on the court. I would expect her to.
Deep three-pointer there from Marissa Gingrich. She has been quite the scoring weapon for Mifflin.
Hershey's got to stop pounding the ball.
Yeah.
Have a little bit of patience and look for the open girl.
Yeah, turnover there, driven right into it.
Ooh.
Before
That was
Hershey
nice
can really
play
seem
by
to,
Mifflin.
yeah, really seem to get their defense set. And that's Cunningham again. Hershey looks like it's clearing the bench here. Inbound here from Hershey. Drive into the lane, but tipped away.
Oh, got to grab it. Good job, Hershey. Got to maintain.
Loose pass, but then Hershey controls. Carlson drives into the double team. Opens up, three-pointer, in and out. Rebound there for Mifflin. Clara Ruff pressuring the ball out high. Nearly getting the turnover, but fouling. Out to the top of the key. Out to Cunningham. Back to Cunningham in the corner.
So Hershey's been in man-to-man defense the whole game. That is the most tiring defense to be in. So a lot of times teams mix it up just to give their players a little bit of rest.
Is man-to-man or zone defense easier to teach? Oh, steal by Clara Ruff. She misses the layup. Double team. Mifflin gets out of it. Out to Cunningham. Cunningham drives straight to the basket and drains it. Over the defensive block there, Denise Gould.
That was a strong
So,
defensive take by Eva Carlson.
As I was asking there, to teach new players or young players here, is man-to-man easier or is it zone?
Well, I think sometimes it depends on what their background is. So some players coming up from middle school have a strong foundation in one or the other. So the first thing I would do as a JV coach, or if a school has a 9th grade program, is to build on what they already know and then introduce something new. So I personally think it kind of depends, but I would say that like a 2-3 zone is probably the easiest one to teach, because you take care of an area, not a specific person. So if you're guarding somebody and they're on the complete opposite side of where the ball is, sometimes it's hard to know where you're supposed to be if you're guarding them in man versus man. Whereas in zone, you're kind of just in a spot and you're not guarding a specific person. So it's easier to guard the spot. Like, it's just easier to understand. To play good man versus man defense, you've got to have really great communication with your team. And speaking of, I just saw Eva Carlson talking to her teammates out there on the defensive end.
So Mifflin gets it in deep. Little drive there from number 20, Riley Rutherford. It's 76-36. 2 minutes left in the game. Little touch pass. Ruff doesn't get there, but she's challenging, and she's
still bothering the ball handler.
Trying to make Mifflin County make a mistake. Off the wing there, it's number 14, Tressie Bender scoring. Out to rough. Oh,
in
unlucky.
and out. Those are always so tough to swallow.
She's still out there pressing. Turnover. Drive. And the foul. McKenna Felix. It's a bit more of that tenacious attacking, never say die sort of defense.
I feel like you can really see Hershey here refusing to give up. I've seen some teams that just kind of dog it out there when they're down by this much, or they'll look at the clock and say, well, you know, what's the point at this point? And they're just going through the motions. But you don't see that with Hershey. I think it really speaks to their dedication to the game and to improving and to trying their best at every possible moment.
Yeah. I'd really be interested to see, with nearly all of the same squad out here again next year, what their record's going to be. I think if they can kind of keep this tenacity and kind of tighten up the skill level, grow a little bit, physically, mentally, they're going to surprise some teams.
I agree.
Some teams are going to look at their record from this year and say, oh, Hershey's going to be an easy win. And then maybe we can be the ones surprising some other team that first quarter and put them under pressure.
Yeah, with some good work in the off season, like good productive work in the off season, this team can really develop.
Nice steal from Carlson. She takes it.
I'd love to see some speed work and some basic skill work. So when they get that open layup, it's not a question if they're going to make it.
Yeah.
It's just practice, and it happens naturally.
Felix followed that one up, but no luck there. And that's it for us here. 80-37. Mifflin takes the easy win. Well, Maria, what were the bright spots here for Hershey?
I just love to watch their spirit. At every moment, they are doing something impressive on the court. Those are the moments I personally hold on to when I'm watching Hershey play. You know, obviously, Mifflin was the better team.
Yeah.
But I find it fun to see those moments where we really beat Mifflin and we make them look like we're better than them. I think that's the fun part of watching this team.
Yeah, it's that lightning in a bottle. If you could just save that and it just keeps saying, do that again and again and again. Maybe you don't beat everybody, but you could really take it to a lot of teams, and you know maybe that team comes away with the win, but they're going to earn it. Instead of, like, a lot of the time this year, it just seems like Hershey's gotten down pretty big, pretty early, and it's been kind of lights out after that. This was nice to see it. They at least battled back a bit.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like I said, I live for those moments where something really brilliant happens, and I'm like, see, this is what you're capable of.
Yeah.
You know, those moments will come more often the more they play.
So the next game for the ladies here is at East Pennsboro on Tuesday, February 7th, and then they're at LD. I believe that's to wrap up the season. Friday, February 10th, so a week from today. The next for us is Wednesday, February 8th at 3:30. We're broadcasting bocce. It's Hershey versus Palmyra. If you've never seen bocce, especially indoor bocce, and if you've perhaps played the game in your backyard, I definitely recommend tuning in. And then the next for basketball here will be Joey Owsley. Tonight he's behind the camera here, but he'll be doing play-by-play. That's boys basketball against Greencastle Antrim, and they're at 7 p.m. So we hope you'll tune in then. For myself, I'm Rob Sterner alongside Maria Mrzowski. Joey Owsley is our director tonight. Eli Kallenbacher has been on cameras and then all around helping me set things up. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you'll join us again. So That's Mifflin County 80, Hershey 37. This has been the Hershey Broadcaster Sportscast. Thank you and good night.